Welcome back to Simple English Talks. I'm so happy you're here today. Whether you're joining us for the very first time or you're one of our regular listeners, hello, we're really glad you came.
Hey everyone! Great to be here again. How's your day going? I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world right now.
I was thinking about today's episode this morning while I was having breakfast, and I genuinely got excited because this topic is something every single learner needs to hear.
That's right. Today, we're talking about how to speak English fluently. And the amazing part is, you only need 10 minutes a day. Not 2 hours, not 1 hour, just 10 minutes.
And by the end of this episode, you're going to have a real simple... Let's start with the big question. Why 10 minutes? Most people think that to become fluent, you need hours and hours of study every single day. But that's actually not how the brain works.
Research is really clear on this. Short, consistent practice is far more powerful than long, irregular sessions. It's called spaced repetition. Your brain learns better when it sees something a little bit every day, rather than a huge amount once a week.
Think about it like exercise. If you go to the gym once a week for 2 hours, you don't get as fit as someone who exercises 20 minutes every day. English is exactly the same. Your brain needs regular contact with the language.
So here's the simple formula. Write this down. Daily practice plus consistency plus the right method equals fluency. That's it. 3 parts, and they all work together.
And the right method part is very important. You can't just watch English TV for 10 minutes and expect magic.
Great.
You need to actively
So now you know
use the
when to
language.
practice,
Speak,
but what exactly
repeat,
should
and
you
think
do
in
during
English.
those 10 minutes?
Here are 3
This is where a
examples of
lot
what
of
learners
learners
get
active
confused
minutes looks like.
And sadly,
First,
they
read
waste time
3
doing the
sentences
wrong
out
things.
loud and repeat
There's
each
a
one
really
5
important
times.
difference between
Second,
passive
describe your
English
morning
and
in
active
English.
English.
What you
Passive
did.
is watching TV or listening without really engaging. Active is speaking, repeating, writing, and thinking. Fluency only comes from the active side.
Here's a real-life example. You're on the bus. You could scroll through social media for 10 minutes, or you could use that same time to practice a short dialogue. Same amount of time, completely different results.
So let me walk you through 3 specific activities that you can rotate through your daily 10 minutes. Each one builds a different part of your fluency.
Activity 1 is shadowing. Find a short English audio clip, maybe just 30 seconds long. Listen to it once, then play it again and speak along with the person at the same time. Match their speed, their rhythm, their tone.
Shadowing is honestly one of the best methods for natural fluency. You're training your mouth and your brain to work together. You start to sound more natural because you're physically copying natural English.
Activity 2 is talking to yourself. So you've got your 10-minute window. You've got your activities. Now, the final piece is making this routine permanent, something you don't have to force yourself to do every day. Because let's be honest, the first 3 days are easy. Everyone feels motivated at the start. But day 10, day 20, that's where most people quietly give up. So here's a practical tip that really works. Get a small notebook or use your phone's notes app, and every day after your 10 minutes, write just 1 sentence about what you practiced. For example, today I did shadowing with a cooking video, or today I talked about my morning for 2 minutes. Just 1 sentence. But after 30 days, you'll have a record of 30 sessions. That's proof of your progress. And when you look back at that list on day 30, you'll feel genuinely proud. You'll see the evidence with your own eyes. That feeling is incredibly motivating. It pushes you to keep going. You can also create a streak system. Draw 30 small boxes in your notebook. Every day you practice, tick the box. When you see 20 boxes ticked in a row, you really don't want to break that streak. Now, okay, let's talk about mistakes. And honestly, both of us have made every single one of these. These are the habits that slow learners down. And once you know them, you can avoid them completely.
Mistake 1. Waiting until you're ready. So many learners say, I'll start speaking when my grammar is perfect. But here's the truth. Your grammar will never get perfect if you're not speaking in the first place.
Why is this wrong? Because fluency comes from speaking, not from studying grammar in silence. Native speakers make grammar mistakes all the time, but they communicate, and that's the actual goal.
The correct approach is start speaking now, at whatever level you're at. Make mistakes, learn from them, then get better. Don't wait for a perfect moment that never comes.
Mistake 2, only reading and listening, but never speaking. Reading and listening are passive skills. They're important, but they don't train your mouth. Your mouth needs to move to become fluent.
Incorrect approach? I study English 2 hours a day by watching movies. Correct approach? I watch movies in English and I repeat the dialogue out loud. That speaking part is what makes all the difference.
I made this mistake for a long time. I understood so much English, but when I tried to speak,